And today we are going to be starting about some other concepts in HTML. Text decorations in HTML. Text decorations. How to work with the text decoration in the part of the HTML. Let me create a new program and save it as. I'm going to be saving the file desktop 11 p.m. and this will be day 2. So inside the day 2, I'm going to be preparing the file. This is going to be a text decoration file. Let me save the file name. Text decorations.html. So there are multiple kind of text decorations which are going to be available. We are just going to be writing one by one. First of all, there is something like a text like HTML, CSS, JS, and jQuery, Bootstrap, and React.js. All these things I'm writing like this. Okay, so whenever I'm rendering this application into the browser, rendering this code into the browser, and this code is basically in the single line. This code is basically in the single line, and I don't want to go with the single line. Then I want to go with the lines as it is. I need to keep my lines as it is. I need to keep my spaces as it is. Then we need to go with the tag called a pre tag. Pre is the preferable format. Pre is the preferable format. Whatever the format we want, we just want to keep the format as usual. So that is actually pre tag. So then render the output. Your output will be as usual. The output is as usual. Nothing but your spaces and new lines are not going to be removed. Your spaces and new lines not removed. So that is what actually the pre tag. And in the list items, one more list got pending, that is called definition list. So let us go for the definition list. We done with order list, we done with unordered list. Unordered list means coming with the dots, order list coming with the numbers. For order list, we are having some other things also like reversed style starts with all the things. And definition list, coming to the definition list, DL is the tag. DL is the tag for the definition list. Inside the DL, we will be having some other child tags like DT and DD. DT and DD. DT for definition title, DD for definition data. For example, I'm going to be taking Apple here. Apple is US based company. US based company. This is something like a definition title and definition data. Okay, let me copy the definition title and definition data multiple times here, and output of this definition list also you will be getting. So this is the definition list. You will be having multiple definitions. If you want multiple definition data, if you want, you can just copy paste the definition data as usual, and multiple definition data we can able to see here. Okay, finally we will be having a lot of definition data available over there. That is okay. Then one thing we are discussing about the text decorations. Let me go with the multiple kind of text decorations like a B tag for the bold text, B tag for the bold text, B tag for the bold text. Whenever you want to show the text in the bold content, then you need to go for the B tag, bold content, bold text. B means bold. Next, I means italic. I means italic. Whenever you are going to be using the I tag, your complete text will be in the italic mode. And one more is EM tag, emphasized. Emphasize the text. This is the EM tag, emphasize the text. And one more is underline. U tag. U is nothing but underlined text. Whenever you want to show the text with underline, then you can go for the U tag. One more is deleted text. Deleted text, nothing but deprecated text, something like that. Whenever you want to show a text with the deprecation mode, that could be DEL tag. And one is a strong tag. Strong is a strong text, like a bold one. Strong is strong, like a bold one. Okay, this is the strong text. And one more is a subscripted text. So how to work with the subscription? I will show the subscription here like this. H2O. If you want to write If you want to write something like a chemical formula H2O, you can go with the subscripted text like this. And if you want to write a superscripted text, if you want to write a superscripted text, a square plus b square something. So superscripted to a square plus b square, and this will be something like a superscripted to. So these are the multiple kind of text decoration tags which are going to be available in the part of the HTML. So you try to understand what are the different kind of text decorations. So let's see the output of the text decorations now. Okay, so text decorations render. Now you can see the first one. First one is bold text. This one is the bold one, and second one is the italic one. First one is the bold one. Second one is the italic one, and the third one is the emphasized one, and this one is the underlined one, and this one is the deleted text. This one is a strong text, and this is the subscripted text, and this one is a superscripted text. Multiple kind of text decorations we already done now. Okay, so far we discussed about order list, unordered list, and headings, paragraphs, all these things. Text decorations also we done. Now we will go through hyperlinks now. Just I will create a new program. This will be about hyperlinks hyperlinks.html. So how to work with hyperlinks? Very simple, guys. Tag name is a tag, and a is having an attribute called href. So this is something like a Google. I want to connect with the Google. I can go for the a with the Google, and here there is an attribute called href. Href is a special attribute for hyperlinks or anchor tag. href is a special attribute for anchor tag. Okay, so that's it. I just want to go with the render. But if I render, when I click on Google, it should connect with the Google page, but it is not connecting. What is the problem? The problem is I'm not having any Google link, Google related link. Let me connect with the google.com. See, copy the link of the Google and paste in the part of the href. Now you see the browser. Go with hyperlinks, refresh it, and click on Google. Now Google page is connecting. Click on Google page is connecting, and when I click on back button, back is automatically working. So this is a way of working with hyperlinks. And one more point we have to write for this: hyperlinks are by default having style bold and underlined. Hyperlinks are by default having style bold and underlined. That is one thing you have to remember. Underline, blue color and underline. Blue color and underline. That is the important point we should remember. And one more point we should remember: for hyperlinks, target is equal to underscore blank. Target is equal to underscore blank is a special attribute for connecting a new tab. Whenever you want to open a new tab with hyperlink, then definitely we need to go with the target attribute. So how to work with the target attribute, I will show now. This is the hyperlink, and let me take a break here. And here I want to give a attribute called a target underscore blank. Whenever you are providing target blank attribute, which is going to be opening with a new tab. So this will be opening in the new tab. Google with new tab. Second one is Google with a new tab. First one is normal. First one is normal, and second one, it is taking basically new tab for us. That is a way of hyperlinks, working with hyperlinks. And if you want, you can create and you can load with the HTML content also with hyperlink. Let me create a new HTML page, and this will be something like file.html, and this HTML is having something. Okay, as usual, I'm copying the data, many H1s. Copy the H1, paste, 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 paste. That's it. Now, what my requirement is, I want to load some HTML content over there. So if you want to load HTML content through the hyperlinks, you can do that. You can do that. Ahref is equal to, I want to load the file.html. That's all enough. And this will be loading HTML content. Loading HTML content. I want to load the HTML content right now. So loading HTML content. When I click on loading HTML content got loaded. This is the way. This is the way of working with hyperlinks. Then there is a one more program which is called iframes. iframes.html. So whenever you want to create iframe, that is a very simple one. iframe src. Src is the attribute for that. File, that's it. This is the iframe. And let me open it. Iframe is internal frame basically. Iframe is internal frame. I got loaded internal frame like this. So file.html. My HTML content is getting loading with iframe now. And this is my major web page. White color one is the major web page. Inside the major web page, I am trying to loading the another web page inside. Iframe nothing but internal frame, guys. Iframe is internal frame. Iframe is internal frame inside existing browser. Iframe internal frame inside existing browser, and EA tag connecting external links, external pages via link. That is called hyperlinks. Hyperlink is different. Iframe is different. Hyperlink is which is going to be communicating the page, separate page, but iframe is loading the frames inside the existing frame only. That is the two major differences between the iframe and anchor tag. And let me try to load YouTube link also. Let me try to open the YouTube page, and whatever the song you want, you can just try to load it. And for example, if I'm going to be working on this one, okay, so let me take this one and share here and click on embed button. Take the complete iframe copy. Take the complete iframe copy and paste here. So whenever you copied the iframe and pasted here, and that iframe also getting loading for you with another tag. Yeah, another frame. This is the first frame. First frame is loading HTML content. The second frame is loading the YouTube content. See, however you want, you can design the iframes, but the first iframe, there is no width and height. Let me take the same width and height of the first frame also, copy the width and height here, and assign the attributes width and height over there. Okay, so this is what actually about iframes. Next, I just want to discuss with you multiple kind of attributes for HTML. Attributes for HTML tags .html. So I just want to give multiple type of attributes. Let me go with the first attribute called the title attribute. What about the title attribute? Title attribute, title is going to be shown when we mouse over on element. And one more point, title is simple data. Title is simple description. Simple description about element. Title is simple description about element. That's all enough. Okay, that is the first attribute, guys. Second attribute I'm going to be working with style attribute. Style attribute is going to be giving inline style for an element. Yes, element. So style attribute is going to be giving inline style for the element. Whenever you have an element in the page, I'm having a lot of elements, I'm having 100 of elements, I'm having thousands. I'm having thousands of elements. How many elements you have, we don't care about it. For each and every element, we are going to be providing the style by the writing of style attribute. So let me show that how to work with the style attribute and all. And this is the common attribute. And one more attribute is a width attribute. Width is horizontal space of an element. Okay, specify the width of the element, whatever you want. You can just go with the width attribute. One more is the height. Height is vertical space of an element. Okay, that is a height. Width and height both are two things. And one more thing, SRC is the special attribute for SRC for what? For images, for hyperlinks, for internal JavaScript. Next, one more attribute, href attribute. Href is the special attribute which will be using for first one, href for hyperlinks, EA tag, and href for external style loading. And here also, this is for external JavaScript loading. SRC. So we will see all these things, but SRC we till now used for one thing, that was hyperlink. We already done hyperlinks here. In the hyperlink, hyperlinks href. Oh my god, hyperlinks href. Okay, sorry. And where is the SRC? SRC for iframes. Iframes for SRC. Can you see the iframes here? Yes, SRC is there. SRC is the attribute which is available for the iframe, but href is the attribute which is available for the hyperlinks. Can you see this? Href is there here. Yeah. So for images, we have the SRC that already written. For images SRC, we already written. So images SRC, iframes SRC, and whenever you have external JavaScript loading, then that time also SRC is required. Okay, so for example, I'm writing all the things now. So img SRC is equal to image.jpg something. You can load like this. And iframes, for iframes, very simple. Iframe SRC link name. This is iframe. And for external JavaScript, how to load external JavaScript? A script SRC is equal to something like a file.js. This is external JavaScript. Whenever you are trying to loading the external JavaScript, you have to go like this. And coming to the A tag for href, href is equal to something like this, and you need to close and you need to close, and the link name you have to specify here. And hyperlinks, for hyperlinks, I just want to go like hyperlinks href. Okay, so hyperlinks already done. Okay, A tag nothing but hyperlinks. Okay, and one more for external style loading. Whenever you are trying to loading the external style, then link href Here also href is required, and this time this will be file.css, something like that. So here also I just want to use this href attribute. These are the multiple kind of attributes, guys. So these are the multiple kind of attributes where attributes are actually required. You try to utilize the attributes there. I'm just making a comment on all these things, and coming down, I'm trying to working with trying to coming with style attribute first. Okay, style attribute. Where is the style? Style is equal to h1 color red, and h1 color red. I'm trying to providing the red color h1. I'm trying to providing the red color h1. So what is output of the h1 now? Open in default browser. H1 is in red color. H1 is in red color. I want to give a font style something like italic. Okay, for that I'm going to be having some other thing. That's it. And the text align center, I want to make a text align center. Text align center should be something like a center text. Center text. That's it. And one more thing I just want to tell you guys. H1 web development. Okay, so mouse over on me for C title. Okay, so here the title. So let me give the title, not style this time. This time it is title. Title is equal to this is my sample heading. This is my sample heading. I'm writing something, guys, for the second H1, and open in default browser. Your browser is already working. And mouse over on me for C title. And I'm just making mouse over on this. I'm just making mouse over on this. Whenever I'm doing mouse over, automatically some title I can able to see. And let me put the second H1 in the center of the page. Center tag we can use. Center tag we can use. Center tag is making a content inside of the page center. Center tag is basically making your content page center. I'm just making a hover on this, and title I can able to see. This is my sample heading. Can you see this, guys? I'm just making mouse over. I'm just making mouse over. Some title I can able to see, and this one having a style attribute. This one having a title attribute. Then where is the width and height attributes? For example, I'm taking iframe here like this, and width and height attributes are there. Width and height attributes are there. Okay, that is what actually width and height attributes which are working for. Style attribute done, title attribute done, and the width and height attribute already done, and src attribute already done here. And what about the href? Href is something like hey href, right? Yeah, href is equal to something like a Google page connection. Whatever you want, you can do that. This is the one more href attribute. And whenever you want to try to linking external style, external scripts, later we will discuss all that. Okay, let it be. I just want to write external style loading, link relevant style sheet, link relevant style sheet, and fine. Then I just want to go with the href. This will be file.css. This will be file.css. Then I just want to go with the script src is equal to file.js. External JavaScript file is going to be connected. So this is what actually all about your src files. Sorry, your title attribute and your style attribute, your width attribute, height attribute, href attribute, src attribute. All the attributes we got designed. All the attributes we got allocated over there. Okay, I hope everybody got understand what are the different kind of things about different kind of attributes in the part of the HTML. So we're done with text decorations, we're done with hyperlinks, we're done with iframes, we're done with multiple kind of attributes which are available in the HTML tags. Okay, so you have to understand one thing. What are the different kind of attributes or common attributes, and what are the special attributes? Let me write something. What are the common attributes? What are common attributes? What are common attributes? What are common attributes, guys? Anybody? So common attributes are going to be having something like common attributes are something like title is common, and style is common, width is common, and height is common. These are the basically common attributes. And what are the special attributes? What are the special attributes? What are special attributes? So special attributes are only few: SRC, href, SRC, href, SRC, href, special attributes. And here style is common attribute, title is common attribute, width is common attribute, height is common attribute, but SRC is a special attribute. Href is a special attribute. SRC for what? SRC for images and iframes. SRC for iframes, images, external JS. And href for what? Href for EA tag, anchor tag, and href for external CSS, and href for we done for hyperlinks, right? We done for hyperlinks, and we done with we done with external style sheet. Only these things. Only these things. href we are going to be using for hyperlinks and external CSS whenever you are trying to load it. Hyper reference. SRC means source. Href nothing but hyper reference. So we will be having these two attributes are actually special attributes. Some specific situations only we are using. Some specific situations only we are using. But title, style, width, height are common attributes. Every element commonly we can write title, commonly we can write style, commonly we can write width, commonly we can write height, all these things. Okay, so this is actually the thing is working for the different kind of attributes and all.